What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be opening up the GTI and throwing on the CTS 3.5-inch downpipe and getting rid of that stock restrictive downpipe. Now technically there's nothing really wrong with the stock downpipe, but we're always chasing sound and performance on this channel, and this is definitely going to give that to us. So let's go ahead and get started. Now we usually run IE parts since they are a sponsor of the channel, but they had a catted downpipe, and I really want to chase that turbo noise, and you can only really achieve that with a full Catless setup. So I went ahead and bought this full price CTS downpipe. I'll have it linked down below if you guys are interested in the same one. This is for the A3 and the GTIs only, front wheel drive. But yeah, this thing is super cool. It comes with the adapter to run to your stock system, or if you have a 3-inch system. So it comes with everything you need to get this job done. So we're at my work today. Thank you, Nick, for letting me use the shop. It's so awesome to have shop and tools to have access to. But if you guys don't have a shop, or minimal tools, I should say, because most of you are just gonna do this DIY, you definitely don't need a lift, but I'm using a lift just to show you guys how to do this and just to make it easier for filming. But honestly, if I was at my house, I would be doing this on the floor. You guys know, me and my dad worked on cars all the time. Jack stands, floor jacks. We got everything done that we did to the Mark 7 on the floor. So you guys don't need anything special. I really think the downpipe is going to sound amazing because I made a custom resonator or a muffler delete on this. A few months back, I made a YouTube short on it. I didn't make a full length video, but basically I chopped the muffler here, used a slip joint, V-banded it, made a custom Y pipe, and then did pie cuts and made a pretty sick system. But as you can see, it is pretty dirty and you cannot tell that it's stainless. It looks very nasty. Muffler delete with Catless downpipe, stock resonator. It's gonna sound insane. So let's go ahead and get into this. First thing we're gonna do is pull this bracket off and start removing stuff. Remove this V-band from the turbo and downpipe. Ooh, that's hot. A flathead or a pry bar, probably something like this, John. And we'll pop that be like that. Boom. She's free now. Go ahead, remove our oxygen sensor off the top. A little pin here, little bloop. So now we'll use a tool like this. This is an O2 sensor socket. You don't have to use this. You can use a 7/8 wrench or one of these. Pick this up at the local hardware store. Super useful, and especially on O2 sensors on cats and stuff like that, they get super seized just from heat cycles, cold, hot. It just makes it super hard to get out. So this is gonna make life so much easier.
That big roll of wire up there over the top of it.
Oh, cooked, I broke something. Broke this plastic piece. Oh my God. Whew. So now that we got this rear section hanger off, V-bands off, we have one bracket. It's a slip joint bracket, and there is a bolt right there next to the axle. Just have to loosen that and pull up, and the downpipe will come out. Got the downpipe all unbolted. We got our bolts out the mount, and now I'm gonna drop this cross member piece, and then we'll be able to drop the downpipe out. Don't forget to either unbolt your O2 sensors or just dangle the cords, unclip them and dangle them down. But I don't recommend that on the top one because it can get snagged and mess up your O2 sensor, and that's not a good day. Go ahead, down, shoot. It's literally out. Yeah, open downpipe.
What's that
Firewall's cooked.
I mean, it's so good. Can we get this thing out of the way now?
Yeah.
Wait. You think first?
Oh!
It's a boy.
That was freaking insane. All right, here's our new CTS downpipe. Here's the old downpipe. This thing was absolutely insane to get apart, take out. Not gonna lie to you guys. It was a struggle. At least took 2 hours. It kept snagging up on this on the firewall. This was touching the top of the tunnel. This was caught on the firewall. You can see the size comparison of this versus that. This is gonna go in a lot easier. I won't say it's gonna be the easiest, but it'll go a lot easier than this. And then this is easy for our rubber grommet that mounts to the chassis. You have to drill the anti-tamper bits off, because if you try to pull it over, you'll rip your mount. So I just took like this drill bit. Let me see what size it was. Like the 27/64 drill bit, and popped those off super easy. So now let's go ahead and get this guy in and button everything back up. Oh yeah, so easy. Literally 5 seconds, guys. I can't make this crap up. The cat was just a huge issue. Something like that. Sick. All right, we got everything buttoned up on this thing. Man, was it a journey to get this old crusty downpipe off. It was really hard, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It was crazy, but everything's buttoned back together, subframe's torqued, cross checks on it, everything's all back together. So let's go ahead and hear this thing, the moment we've all been waiting for. It is still a little warm. Give us some blips. Oh my God. Holy crap. All right, let's go drive this thing.
Smiles.